Hi everyone, my name is Fábio. This is Eurovisionhaus, and today I have the pleasure of speaking with Leez, who's competing in Eurosong 2025, Belgium's national selection for the Eurovision Song Contest 2025. Hi Leez, how are you?
Hi, Fabio. I'm very fine. How are you?
I'm good. Tired, but excited to be here and excited
Yeah,
to have you.
yeah. Same. Exactly the same.
How are you feeling as we get closer to Eurosong 2025?
Very excited because first, of course, we were only able to show our song to
Mhm.
the Belgian audience, but I'm looking forward to showing them the act as well because there's a lot of creativity going around in this little brain of mine,
Yeah,
and I really want to show it to the people what's going on in my head.
the clock is ticking, so
Yeah,
it
but
is.
I'm prepared. I'm prepared.
So before we begin into your music journey and know about your song and your performance, let's start with some icebreaker games to lighten up the mood. So the first one is called This or That. Quite simple. I'll give you two options and you pick the one you prefer.
Perfect.
Okay. Some of them might be tricky, but that's the fun of the game. Okay.
The first, not mostly they say like the first thought that comes into
Yeah.
mind.
No
Choose
overthinking allowed. Yeah. Just say the
that.
first thing that comes to mind. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So let's go. Lady Gaga or Beyonce?
Lady Gaga,
Charlie XCX or Billie Eilish?
Billie Eilish,
Katy Perry or Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Yes. Cats or dogs?
Dogs, definitely. Mine is here, so
Yeah. Books or films?
films,
Coffee or tea?
coffee. However, I'm drinking a tea right now.
Same. Same. Drama or fantasy?
Fantasy,
Ice cream or cake?
ice cream,
Chocolate or vanilla?
chocolate.
Come on. Yeah. Pineapple on pizza? Yes or no
No,
way?
no. No fruits not allowed on the pizza. No, sorry.
Beach holiday or mountain adventure?
Depends on the time of the year. But I need a beach holiday, so I'll go for the beach
Okay.
holiday.
Where?
Somewhere hot, maybe in Curaçao or something.
Okay. YouTube or Netflix?
Netflix
Writing music at night or early in the morning?
at night. Then all the inspiration comes.
Are you a morning person or a night owl?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Pizza or burgers?
Oh, this is even the most difficult one. Pizza,
This might be quite hard. Cheese or chocolate?
cheese.
Okay, quite simple.
Yeah, I'm not the I love the chocolate flavor, but if I eat too much chocolate, I
Okay.
get a little nauseous
Mhm.
in some way. Yeah.
Cheese, always.
Yeah.
TikTok or Instagram?
Instagram. I'm an old woman.
And the last one, sunrise or sunset?
Sunset,
Yeah. More
because I'm not
romantic,
a morning
maybe as
person.
well.
Yeah, and you need to wake up very early to have the sunrise. I would probably
True.
miss it.
True. So let's go to the second game. It's called Would You Rather? I'll give you two options and you pick the
Yeah.
one you would prefer. So
Okay.
the first one, would you rather forget your lyrics or trip on stage?
I'll have to say trip on stage because that happened already to me. I was wearing high heels, stilettos, and I
Oh,
got stuck in my pants. And yeah, I just was walking and my heel got stuck and then I tripped and then also my trousers went down because my heel was pulling them down. So I
oh
was on stage with my trousers halfway my leg and it was for
my
TV
God.
recordings and a live audience. Yeah.
Oh, that was live.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It was kind of typical for me, so it was fine.
Would you rather perform barefoot or in heels?
Barefoot for safety.
Yes, for safety. Would you rather collaborate with a Eurovision winner or a global pop star?
Mm, difficult because I don't know. Ah,
It can be
um,
both, actually. I've said it
Yeah, if you
eight
say
times.
Celine
Yeah.
Dion, then you have both of them. Eh? So I'll
Yeah.
go for Celine Dion.
Okay.
But she didn't win, I think, but she was a contestant. Still, I'll go
Yeah,
for
she
Celine
won.
Dion.
She won.
Yeah, she won. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I was doubting. Yeah.
Would you rather have the most incredible visuals on stage or perfect vocals?
I'll have to go for the vocals because I'm very, very, very strict on myself and I need to perform. And if I'm off one small note, then I'll beat myself down already. So for my emotional wrists, I will go for the vocals. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you rather sing in the first position or in the last during in a competition?
Competition wise, last
Mhm.
for the nerves first.
Okay. Would you rather win Eurovision but not be remembered or be a fan favorite forever?
I've never won any contest. I've competed in a lot of contests, so I've kind of gotten used to not winning. So
Yeah.
I think I have to go for the fan favorite and yeah, let my music live on forever than just for half a year and be forgotten, I
Yeah.
think. Don't know
Nice.
if that's the correct answer.
It is. Yeah, it is. Thank you so much for playing along. So
Yeah, it was
let's
nice.
begin into your music journey.
Mhm.
How did it all start for you?
Since a young age, I think since I was little, I always danced and sang. My parents are both into music. So my mom, she's a singer. My dad plays the bass and he's also a singer. He had a band from the age of 17. So when we were young, we were still on stage when our parents had a band, and then we were sitting in front of the stage while our parents were performing. So like really grew up with music. And when I was 8, I went to music school.
Mhm.
I studied the flute, so I'm classically trained in flute. And then when I was 12, I was on Eurosong for Kids together with my friend, and we wrote our own song. So, but we didn't win, so we didn't get the chance to go to Eurovision for Kids. But still, Eurovision was a thing already when I was 12.
Already. Yeah.
And then well, I competed in a lot of competitions, but never gotten really far until I was 23 and I competed at the Voice of Flanders, where I was noticed because I sang a Whitney Houston song, which they really loved. Um, and the career started to take off a little, but then I got struck back by my health. So I
Mhm.
struggled a lot with that. So I needed to take a step back and recover and first focus on me and my health. And then
Sometimes it's
my
necessary.
yeah, it's without health, you cannot do anything.
Mhm.
And at the time of The Voice, I also introduced my brother into the music because I knew he could sing as well, but he was really scared of singing.
Mhm.
So I just kind of put him on a spot and arranged a studio time with a very well-known piano player and now his
Yeah.
manager and my manager. And I took him to the studio and he was completely sold. And now he's one of the biggest artists here in Belgium. And
Amazing.
yeah, and I am his backing vocal right now for 5 years, I think. So we're performing together for 5 years already. And even it's crazy filling the biggest arena here in Belgium 2 times, I think 2 years ago with his own show.
Wow.
So yeah, crazy.
Crazy.
He's being yeah, he's really awesome and he's a very talented artist.
So are
And
you.
now, sorry, what did you say?
So are you.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll take the
Come on.
compliment. I'll
Yeah.
take the compliment. No, and now I was like, my health finally settled down. I have everything under control. My life kind of stabilized. I got a lot of experience with being on stage with my brother without the pressure of being like the front person. So I could experience everything that he was experiencing, but then from a back seat and really watch and learn how he was doing everything. So I think I learned a lot from that. And he also, because he does a lot of duets with people from the Netherlands,
Mhm.
especially with girls, but they cannot come to every show. So I
Yeah.
step into their place. So I'm kind of backing vocal, but also being up
The
front.
featuring. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all, yeah. So that's yeah, the biggest experience that you can have, the best experience. So and now I felt like okay, back on track, back on the rails, and ready to go for I think one of the biggest things in music, Eurovision.
Vision.
No.
And why Eurosong 2025? Why now? Why this year?
Yeah, I was already thinking about it in 2023. But then I thought, well, it was 2005 when I was Eurosong for Kids, and now it's exactly 20 years later. So I thought I kind of owe my little self the fact of
That.
returning exactly 20 years later, and
Yeah.
maybe now have a full circle moment and represent Belgium.
Yeah.
That's
Is it always been a dream of yours, Eurovision? Yeah.
Yeah, it has. It really has. And it was yeah, at a certain point because I was struggling with health and also when I was okay already, I was working full time, which I'm still doing now, but was working doing my brother's project, my own project, so I
A
was
lot.
very occupied and working 7 days out of 7. So the past years I wasn't in as involved as I was before because I just actually didn't have the time for it.
Mhm.
So now I thought like, yeah, if I don't have the time to follow it, why not compete in it so I am front row and I can experience everything from the
Yeah.
yeah in the front row, yeah.
So did you struggle with mental health, like trying to
Uh
keep
yeah,
everything on track?
for me, it was more physical
Okay.
because I have Crohn's disease, which the people here in Belgium know it's a bowel disease,
Yeah.
but that's under control right now. And I also have a little bit of epileptic activity in my brain, which actually only started after I did The Voice at the age of 24. So I really needed to learn how to deal with that, and that also came with panic attacks because you need to learn your body, your new body and the way it works. So for me, it was finding the right balance, and I always like didn't want to take too much medication, so I wanted to do it the hard way and teach myself, and maybe that takes a little bit longer, but I
Takes
think you
time. It
grow
takes
from
time.
yeah. Yeah, but you grow from it even more in that you do not have to rely on medication. So for me, it was just taking the time to adapt to my new things in my body, and now everything is fine and I have it under control. So
Yeah. Sometimes it takes time. And thankfully everything's fine now.
yeah, yeah, and everybody has their struggles, whether it's health, mental health, or physical health, or I don't know, situations in your only daily lives. We always have to find a way to deal with certain things. And I really was, yeah, being conscious about the fact that I didn't want to rush anything, and I was just hoping that once you're 30, it's not over to start a musical career.
It's not. Definitely it's not.
Okay, because now I sometimes feel like, first you were always a first generation. I was talking about it with my manager today still, and I said like, now I'm not the latest generation anymore. There is a generation after me, which is
Yeah.
very weird. So I all of a sudden I felt very old in a
No,
way.
come on.
31 is still young.
We are young. We are.
Yeah, I feel young.
That's the
That's
most
all that
important thing,
counts.
to
Yeah,
feel.
definitely.
What can you tell us about your song, Perfectly Imperfect? What does
Yeah,
it
so,
mean?
oh, sorry.
What does it mean for you?
Yeah, the title itself implies already certain things, but it's a more layered song, I think. And before we started writing, normally when we're with a group of people, I start telling about experiences in my life, which I may want to write about.
Mhm.
And I was talking about the fact that I'm not the skinniest person, I'm not the biggest, but I'm just very normal. I'm not the Instagram model, but I'm a normal woman. And but at first I struggled with it because I've never been skinny, and I was always kind of embarrassed about it. And I never wanted to wear a bikini. What would people think about me? And at a certain point, I was in Ibiza, not to party, but to enjoy the
Yeah.
the relaxation part of it. And I was on the beach, and was thinking, like, should I take off my shirt or not? And someone told me, like, Lisa, you're here in Ibiza, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Just be you. You need to care about your own self. Nobody even looks at you. Just be you. And I knew that, but still, that was kind of like the moment that I felt it.
Mhm.
Because you can know certain things, but at that point, I felt it. And now I'm really like, I don't care what people think about me
Yeah.
as long as I am content about who I am. And even though if I'm not gonna take other people's um
Opinions.
yeah,
Yeah.
opinions into account. I cannot care about that. And I was talking about that and I said, yeah, I think I'm just perfectly imperfect in the way that I am. And yeah, that was kind of the idea, and the idea was set. But then we started thinking about other stuff that we wanted to say about that title, and then we also came to the story about a couple that sometimes you say like you're in a relationship and you say like, ah, I really like him, but that little part of that person, I really hate it,
Yeah.
but I think I can fix it. I'll fix it. But you cannot
Yeah.
fix it, you know? It's the way that person is, and it's like being perfectly imperfect together and embracing someone else's flaws and yeah, complement each other, kind of the yin yang situation. So
Yeah.
for me, it also has like the body positivity, or not even only body positivity, but even if you have ADHD, which I have as well, it's perfectly imperfect. You know, it has
Yeah.
its downsides, but it also has like its
It's a good sense.
positive characteristics, like
Yeah.
creativity, for example.
Hmm.
So yeah, embrace your imperfections in relationships or in your daily life about yourself. Yeah.
Embrace your imperfections.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
And
we
what
should.
can you tell us
More
about
people
your
should do
performance?
that, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
more people. Yeah, and
Mhm.
share love,
Yeah. And self-love.
self-love,
Mhm.
most importantly. Yeah. Please, what can you tell us about your performance? No spoilers, I know.
Yeah, I know. But if people watch me on Instagram, they might have noticed that I'm posting certain reels where I'm singing my song in a red chair, which didn't came out of nowhere. For people, it came out of nowhere, and people are thinking like, what the hell is she doing again in that red chair,
What
you
is
know,
that?
crossing Belgium. It might be a hint to my performance, and also maybe something when I was a child, and now still I'm very expressive. I like when I talk, I have a lot of hand movements. My face goes everywhere, and I want my act to be really authentic.
Mhm.
So I will probably incorporate a lot of facial expressions and not be always the most beautiful self, you know, and be creative and artsy in an ugly, beautiful way, maybe something like that.
Perfectly imperfect way.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
So it's going to be in a bigger stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's going to be on a bigger stage where if people want to have dancers or more people in their acts, that there is room for it,
And
more
props on
visuals,
stage.
more lightings.
Mhm.
It will also be not the conventional stage. I don't know. I don't know what I can say about it, but still, it will not be. Normally, I was thinking like, okay, that will be the stage setting, and
Yeah.
I was thinking with my creative team, and then they came up with the stage, and I was like, rethinking. Okay,
Let's
didn't see
reboot.
this one coming,
Yeah.
but it will be really nice. Yeah,
Okay. Looking forward to.
me too. Oh, I cannot wait. Like next week,
Exciting.
we will start rehearsing on the stage, and I'm really looking forward to it. So,
Exciting. Can wait. Leez, do you have a special message for all your fans, Eurovision fans out there?
yeah, I think Eurovision is about connecting all over Europe and other countries over music, spreading love through music and getting to know each other through music, and not only being focused on political things, but seeing each other's creative beauty. And I hope that we all can embrace it, that we can let loose of our differences, and that we can just enjoy the music that we're bringing, not be too critical. You know, everybody who's on stage is just doing what they're loving to do. They're not harming anybody. So just enjoy the ride. And yeah, thanks for being and thanks for being along the ride with us, because we need you. And it's the most beautiful thing to experience everybody around you and loving the things that you're doing while I'm loving the things that I'm doing. So
Amazing. So before we finish, what's your favorite Eurovision entry of all time?
of all time. That's yeah, it's been since 1956.
Okay, so
So
maybe one of them.
yeah, I worked with a Dutch, with a Belgian one, and it was Nicole and Hugo. It was like in the year 60s, I think, in their purple suits. And I worked with them in theater.
Yeah.
I think it was Nicole's last performance. She unfortunately died 2 years ago. And they were such nice people. Like Hugo is still really deep in my heart. Nicole as well. They were like my grandparents in music. So just because I knew them and I've worked with them and I've did their dance and their song, even though it's like 2 generations later. So I'll have to say them. Yeah. Maybe it's not like the music that everybody knows
You
now in
pick,
all
yeah.
of the, yeah, but they were like iconic. They were the first to introduce dance into Eurovision, and make it more visual than it was before. So I think that they're really trendsetters and that they're amazing people. So I'll have to go with them.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It was a
Yeah,
pleasure.
thank you.
Talk to you soon and good luck.
Thanks, thanks, thanks. And enjoy the other podcasts with the other contestants. They're all really, really sweet people
I'm
here.
enjoying it so much.
Yeah, they're really nice. We love
So
each
much
other.
love.
Yeah, but truly, truly. So
Truly,
that's,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's really great.
Please, thank you so much. Talk to you
Thank
soon.
you.
Bye bye. Kisses.
Bye-bye.
Bye.